Sports app, you can get closer to all the action. It's available on mobile, tablet, and connected TVs. Download the app. Find out more at NBCSports.com/live. Kyle Busch on track. And Kyle in that Toyota Camry. His racing has been so good in 2016. Kyle trying to defend his championship from a year ago. 38 career wins already for this season.
Kyle's run 18 laps. The next highest is 11. So Kyle obviously is working on his car for race round. See the windshield wiper right there?
Yep.
I bet they hope they don't use it.
And a lot don't have the windshield wiper on. They've got the post. But this team has put the windshield wiper on. What are they trying to learn there?
Oh, if it's on there for a reason. This team takes every advantage possible. If this windshield wiper is on this 18 car, then it's either better in the wind tunnel. There's a reason they're going to run the weight and have that windshield wiper on that car.
Remember, if it rains here, you could run rain tires.
Still run.
So that windshield wiper is there for that. But, it's no chance of rain right now. So to Steve's point, it's not riding for free.
The meteorologists have been calling for rain this evening, but that's it. Let's flash back to when they did practice in the rain.
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember this, Jeff?
I remember it vividly. It was awesome. Look at that. It was so much fun.
All I remember is we went out twice and ended up in the gravel in turn one twice.
Martin and I, we decided to go out. I think not many people wanted to go, but he and I are like, let's do it. So we went out, and what we learned was that the problem with rain in qualifying is that it rained in the first half of that session. Mark and I were both really fast. Well, then it started to dry up, and we didn't go back out. And when it dried up, and I didn't know we dried up, I mean, it's got a little drier, speeds went way quicker. So there's a major issue in qualifying in the rain. Not so much now because but then if you drew third to go and it was raining versus drawing 43rd to go, it could be a major speed difference in the cars just based on the amount of water on the racetrack.
Go back in the garage and Parker.
Well, I'm down here in Casey Kane's pit right now, and it has not been the day he's been looking for. He was 29th in the first practice. He's 25th right now. And interestingly enough, this team had a long discussion about their transmission. He came on the radio about a run ago and said that it was too hard to shift. It shouldn't take so much effort to shift the car. They were going to change the transmission, but they decided against it. They decided to go out there and run some more race runs, take advantage of this practice, and maybe change it after if they're still not happy with it. But not the day he was looking for, being on the chase bubble. Marty?
Well, Parker, it's been an up-and-down day for Austin Dillon as well. Remember the first practice session, they lost all power, couldn't figure out what happened. Well, actually, his battery became disconnected. And in this practice session, they have a leak somewhere in the driveline. Slugger Labby told me we don't know where, but they've had as many as 6 guys underneath the number 3 car trying to find that leak and where it might be coming from. You know, it's interesting how they managed that first practice session for Austin Dillon. They intentionally did a qualifying trim run at the very end of that first practice session. Slugger Labby told me, because I know Austin's going to try too hard and overdo it a little bit, and I want him to spend that next hour just looking at that and trying to figure out where he can maybe back off a little bit and save some time. And Austin did exactly as Slugger predicted, tried a little too hard, the lap was a little slow, so we had him look at data for the hour between the sessions and try and figure out where he can make that qualifying lap better. Jeff, that's one of the tools you drivers have in your hands where you can look at that data and say, hey, now I see where my teammates beat me and how I can be a little bit better.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's the data now with the electronic fuel injection, you're able to really sit down, and it's a red flag. You can really sit down and look at your data versus another driver's data and compare when you get on the throttle and when you get on the brake, and it's really, really important and valuable information.
It's the exit of the bus stop. Getting ready to exit the bus stop right there, a little piece of metal.
I would bet that's a side skirt from that curve right before it.
They've been hitting that quite a bit. So we're under caution. They will pick up the piece of metal that's there in the inner loop or bus stop, and we'll get back underway with final practice after these messages.